Okey. Sekarang kita akan pergi kepada soalan esei. Soalan esei yang pertama. Okey, kita buat dulu soalan kita, jawapan kita. Part B, ya. Question 1. Okey, explain two determinants of supply. Okey. Two determinants of supply is cost of production and number of seller. Okey, mula. Cost of production. Okey. When, kena tulis sebab dia suruh explain. Okey. When cost of production increase, naik. Okay. Supplier will reduce production. So, supply will decrease. And vice versa. Begitulah sebaliknya. Macam tu. Okey. Yang kedua pula, number of seller pula nak cerita. Number of seller. Okey. When number of seller increase means more production for the same product. Okay. That's make supply for that product increase. Macam tu. And vice versa. Begitulah sebaliknya. Kita cerita dua-dua. Nombor 1 settle. Okey, nombor 2. Explain two determinants of demand. Two determinants of demand are, saya pilih consumers income and number of buyer. Okay. First, consumer income. Okay. When consumer income increase, okay, buyer can buy more product. So, demand will increase also, and vice versa. Macam tu. Next, cerita pasal number of buyer. Number of buyer when number of buyer increase, there will be more demand for that product. Means demand will increase. also, and vice versa. Okey. Itu nombor 2. Nombor 3. Discuss 2 internal economies of scale. Okey, 2 internal, ini chapter cost of production. Internal economies of scale is, okay. Management economy, and labor economies. Okay. Two internal economies of scale is management economies, ataupun kita sebut managerial economies, ya. Okey, managerial economies. Okey. First, managerial economies dahulu. So, with mass production, the production process will have departmentalization, ya. And the employment of professional. Macam tu. Okay, next. Sikit sudahlah. Labor economies. Okay. With mass production, the process need to have a large number of workers. Okay. To reduce cost. Okay. Employer will make specialization of worker to increase efficiency. Gitu. Nombor 3. Next, nombor 4. Ya. Internal. Ya, itu internal. Next, kita pergi discuss 2 types. Okay. 2 types of these economies of scale. Okay. Jadi jawapan dia, Okay, are internal diseconomies and external diseconomies of scale. Jadi yang pertama dulu, internal diseconomies of scale. Okay, refer to disadvantage of firm due to mass production. The reason will be labor diseconomies and management problem. Tu baru internal. External pula. External diseconomies refer to disadvantages, okay, of external environment in bracket out of firm, okay, due to mass production. Okay, the reason will be scarcity of raw material and wage differentials. Macam tu. Okay. Next, nombor ni nombor 3. Mana nombor 3? Oh, ni nombor 4 dah. Silap. Okay. Next, nombor 5. Using appropriate diagram, explain a change in demand. Okay, buat kat belakang lah. Nombor 5. Nombor 5. A change in demand. Okay. Okay. So, dia kata appropriate diagram kan. Kita lukis lah. Lukis keluk demand. Ya. Price dengan quantity. Okay. Keluk demand macam mana? Macam tu kan. Jangan terbalik pula. Tu keluk demand. Okay. Change in demand dia kena ada lebih daripada 1. Keluk demand. D1. D0. Anak panah. Ya. Keluk demand. Change in demand. Dia tunjuk keluk tu ke kiri atau ke kanan. Kalau ada 1 je, dia tunjukkan a change in quantity demand. Okey. Buatlah ni 100. Ikut suka hati lah. Okey. Nah. Kita kena explain. A change in demand happen when factors like apa dia? Sebab tadi apa? Consumer income. Consumers income. Okay. Effect. Consumers demand. Okay. From and above diagram. Okay. Demand curve. Okay. No. Kita cerita situasi dulu. Okay. When price is RM100, RM. Ya Allah, tulis pun salah. RM100. Okay. Consumer will demand for 30 product, which is viewed by demand curve DD. Macam tu. Okay. When consumers income increase, consumers have more ability to buy the product. Okay. Demand for product will increase to 40. Okay, although the price, okay, fixed at RM100. Okay, this shows demand curve shift atau move to the right from DD to D1. Macam tu. So, a change in demand shows a movement of demand curve either to the left or to the right. Okay, settle. Nombor 5. Nombor 6. Explain change in supply. Sama juga. A change in supply. Cuma sekarang kita kena lukis keluk supply. Keluk supply kita. Quantity, price, kosong. So, keluk supply kita kena belah sana. S. S1, S0. Okay. Nak cerita macam atas tadilah. Ya. Ikut suka hati harga 200, 50, 100, 50, 200, 20 ikut suka hati. Okay. So, kita nak cerita. A change in supply happen when factors like cost of production, effect the supplier, the supply of the product. Okay, dan kita cerita from and above diagram, when price is RM 200, okay, supplier will supply 150 product. Okay, when cost of production, kita ambil contoh je ya, increase, okay, supply will reduce their production to 50 only, although the price of products fixed at 200. This shows supply curve move ataupun shift to the left from SS to S0, S0. Okay, a change in supply shows a movement of supply curve either to the left or to the right. Okay, ni goreng je ni. You all pandai goreng ya. Yang penting kena ada diagram dekat situ. Okay.